It's Friday, my dudes. And if you like what we do here, please stick around, listen, boost, engage, all the good stuff. Because I'm going to do my best to explain the situation we're in. By 11:59 tomorrow night, Saturday, we have to raise $729. That way we can continue living here. A couple of Mondays ago, we were informed that the rent check bounced. That's when this all started going downhill. We had a day to make $655. And thanks to all of you guys, we were able to do it. Then this last Saturday, there's a fire in the kitchen. Everybody was safe, everybody was fine. But with the two things so close together, the landlord has now demanded the rent and a couple other charges. Now, the thing about that is, Teresa, the generous soul who took us in, is medically retired. So the rent was being paid when she got paid in the middle of the month. That was fine until recently. So the landlord knows we don't have it. But if I'm understanding correctly, the landlord is legally allowed to make these demands. If we can make this money, not only does it buy us another month here, it means next month is already provided for, since it isn't being paid in the middle of the month. And even if they try this all over again at the beginning of next month, that is when they'd have to give us the 30-day notice. So that's actually buying us 2 months to figure out where we're going next. Because after all this, we don't want to stay here. But right now we've got nowhere else to go, and in spite of looking for a regular job, I haven't been able to find one yet. So, only if you are both willing and able, please consider the thing he copied and pasted into the bio. I know I've asked for a lot, and I've been asking for a lot, but if I had any other options right now, I wouldn't be. I don't want to be in this situation. This sucks. But with any luck, this will be the last time I'm in this situation. If nothing else, could you please interact with this and boost the heck out of it? And if you're still here, I want to thank you for listening. I want to thank you for everything. And until next time, take care and much love. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. Lord Hermes, excellent improvisation. Thanks, I just like being involved. Good, because I'm taking all of the gods off the case, except for you. Wait, really? Yes, there's too many cooks in the kitchen. We've got today and tomorrow to come up with $690. And there are currently too many gods in your way. Flattered, but how do you figure? You're fast as fuck, boy. I can only assume that taking their lead is slowing you down. Oh, you flatter me, but yes, you're absolutely correct. See, my point exactly. $680. Hehehe, I have my ways. But thank you, generous supporters. Yes, thank you. But also, Hermes, I think there are some traits of yours that are uniquely equipped to help me with this. With power endued all language to explain, of care the loosener and source of gain, of various speech whose aid and work we find, and in all necessities of mortal kind. Oh, my own him, very nice. And of some of your epithets as well. Inogonios, presiding over games, that's how they translated that? Erionios, luckbringer. No offense, but you need some of that. Hermeneu's Pass, the interpreter and understander of everything. Universal translator. Ephron, happy, kind, joyful, gracious one. Yeah, I guess that doesn't translate to English perfectly. Kirtemboros, bestower of wealth. Yeah, that'll help. Please consider the thingy. Paridotis, giver of joy. Nice. Kyranus Thniton, your enunciation's a little but whatever. Leader of mortals. Lysimerimnos, he who frees us of mortal fetters. Nice. Yeah, I think I can work with that one. Pancratis, all-powerful. Philandros, lover of mankind. In the joyful way. Piclovulos, I am very clever. Tinopaidilos, and my sandals are winged. So dear, the Savior has arrived. Lord Hermes, I need your help now more than ever. The other gods will help if they want to. I need your focus on this. I need your attention on this because I believe you can get it done. A couple of Mondays ago, you told me that with hope and faith we could move mountains, and we did. And that gave me all the faith I need in you. I'm scared. Damn it, I'm absolutely terrified. Not only have you been there for me since day one, I'd say you've even become a friend. If you're gonna make me cry, then get ready to weep. Will you be my patron? Yes, of course, absolutely. Thank you, Hermes. We've got today and tomorrow to get this done. We've got no time to waste. I believe in you. I believe in me. And I believe in them. But now it's time to get off my soapbox and let's go get this done. Say no more, my dude. If you liked this video, consider the thing he copied and pasted into the bio. Now let's go. Fist the fuck, boy. If you Naruto run, you'll go faster. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. Lord Hermes, I owe you a drink. Oh, and for what, my dude? You helped us reach the deadline. I thanked the audience. Thank you again. I have yet to thank you. Oh, you're gonna need more. Lord Hermes, please. I just begged my audience to help raise $1,000. I don't want to go begging for more already. I'm asking. On my page. And it doesn't matter if it's you. It's through my face hole, therefore it's me. Let's give it a few days before we start begging again. Alright, my dude, suit yourself. But if you happen to be willing... Hermes! Ethan, you act like you're racking up bad karma or some shit. No, but the more I ask, the more I am affecting my public appearance. Plus, I'm pretty sure I already milked everybody dry. So it's the Psyvamp guilt, not the Catholic guilt. Oh dear God, Hermes, can we please change topic? Alright, cool, what's next on the agenda? What do you mean? The stunt that we pulled off this weekend, thanks to you, bought you 2 more months of living here in minimum. Which means you need a plan, Stan. I have a plan, but if I say it out loud, that is more than ample opportunity for that plan to get derailed. Oh wow, the fates that have befallen you have really done a number on you. You mean I'm traumatized by my life experience? Yes, that happens to a lot of people. Especially those in the magical line of business that you're in. Well, when life brings golden showers... I'm sorry, but what? You said the line of business you're in. That's pretty good. Oh, no, you're good. Mm-hmm. You know, once a time I did have a sense of humor. Yeah, your headmaid Dahlia is one of your best friends. And then life happened. I heard my name, what's up? Dahlia, I am enjoying the filter choice. Thank you, I feel like a person again. Jethro T Boots, $10 a bottle, you can't beat that. Thank you, Dahlia. For what, Lord Hermes? Oh my God, Lord Hermes. I definitely missed something. He's trying to help us afford another bottle. Lord Hermes, we just asked for $1,000. Let's give us some time to cool down before we start shilling again. Ah, so you're the Catholic guilt. I just woke up. I'm not awake enough for this shit. Did I say something wrong? Oh no, she's just literally not awake enough. I just need carcinogens, my dude. This is a cool fucking lighter, by the way. The Constantine lighter that Shay got me for Christmas. The Benedictine lighter that Shay got you for Christmas, yes. You are our resident laughing magician, my dude. What is that supposed to mean? Did you see the way that Zach took charge while you were away? Yes, I got caught up on content. Did you see the way that Nina simped for you in front of Lady Hestia? Yes, I got caught up on content, Dahlia. And did you see the way that shit started shaping up once you took charge again? It's because it was a Friday. I mean, yeah, that definitely helped. You're trying to tell me that you think that my magic hits harder than yours? Oh, ye of little faith in yourself. All due respect, Lord Hermes, there's a difference between self-confidence and self-aggrandizing. According to whom? Dahlia, all due respect, we're running out of time. All due respect, you got 10 minutes, bub. According to whom? Are you two seriously ganging up on me right now? Alright, Eve, I know you hate being put on the spot outside of your own volition, but humor me a moment. Hey, Shay! Oh dear God, why are you dragging them into this? Do you have faith in Ethan's magical ability?
Abso-fucking-lutely, I do.
Thank you, Shay. Hey, Teresa! Oh God, why? Do you have faith in Ethan's magical capability?
Yes, I do.
Teresa. Ethan? Okay, but why? Why ask them on screen? You always say these are framed for entertainment, but it is your life. They are a part of your life. It bridges the gap from the play that you play here into the real world because your magical thinking does have real world effects, and they are witness to it. Okay, I guess I see your point. And if I am accurately aware of the way that you sort your chapters on this page, this is probably going to be the beginning of ReCovery 3. You know your magic works. You've seen the evidence. And it works because of the way that you do it, so don't stop. But you don't always have an outside opinion looking in. You're geared toward looking at the worst and then doing something about it. And if I may be a bummer for a moment, that might be part of why it works. But part of my job as your Kokage is to fluff your butthole just a little bit. Okay, fine, maybe we do need more. I'm joking, by the way, only half-heartedly. You also suffer with chronic self-awareness. You know what, props to myself. Get that with recent donations. And you're covering your own ass to smooth things over. Good tea. Hermes. Let her cook. Thank you, Lord Hermes. Let us love you, bitch. Fine. I will make an attempt. And I will make an attempt to not point directly to the thingy. Love you lots. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. Absolutely not, King Poseidon. No. Absolutely not to what? I'm revoking your request to work with us. And yet you still offer me a drink. I might be denying you access to me and mine, but you still have my respect, and I still abide by the laws of hospitality. You and your system are an interesting bunch. Thank you. I take that compliment with pride. Look, I am sorry for all of the mess that I've caused, and I am grateful that you didn't drag that mess on screen. Apologizing and holding yourself accountable is exactly how you've earned my respect back. But the reason that we haven't dragged it to screen is because it involves our personal lives far too closely. Which is exactly why I took the video down that you made with Ethan the other night. Wait, you did? Why? Because that conversation involved our ex and our son. And I don't know if you did it on purpose, but it is interesting to note that those conversations come up when you apologize. I'm sorry, honestly, I didn't even think about that. And that's the problem that I have with the gods and divine beings in general. You lot don't take into consideration how these things affect our personal lives, and if you do, well, quite frankly, I have to assume that it's on purpose. I have to admit that the whole social media thing is new to us. And yet you and your ilk have benefited greatly. Witch Talk rose and so did you. You're not wrong there. We have benefited quite a bit. We're back in vogue and in prominence in a way that we haven't been in a very long time. Which is exactly why I don't think you want to let TikTok go anywhere. And if you can, you're not going to let it. I'm sorry, what? Sorry, personal theory. Beside the point. Apologizing, truly and sincerely, is why I'm humoring this conversation with you at all, but I do not find myself in a position to make excuses for our abusers. You're calling me an abuser. Is that not what you've done? Abused our freedoms, our liberties, our power of will? Deliberately and consciously thwarting our attempts to get further in life. And although you've apologized, the damage is done. You threw a hissy fit at the behest of one of your devotees, and in turn inflicted great harm against people who were innocent. That's on you, King Poseidon. You make a good point. Several, actually. And again, thank you for continuing to hold your previous stance. It's enough for me to forgive and let go, but it's not enough to allow you anywhere near me, my system, or my family. I can't thank you enough for being an exception and actually admitting your faults. You've earned my respect, but you have not earned my trust. Then I thank you for at least hearing me out. And I still vow to not get into your way ever again. Thank you, King Poseidon. It does mean a lot. 7 days, that's it. That's right, Lord Hermes, 7 days to find a new place to live. Somehow, Shay and I never wound up on the lease. So that is the angle that the landlord is now playing. But we raised the money! We did? This is an unrelated issue. This feels at least mildly illegal. What can I say? Iowa doesn't protect its tenants. This is such crap. I agree. But quite frankly, I don't know what to do. I don't have the energy. Hell, I didn't even put the disclaimer at the beginning of this video. So you don't want to ask for more money? It would be a bad look. Also, I don't know what goal I'm raising toward. And you've already reached out to resources, and there's a waiting list for most of them. Or I'm waiting for a response. And I've reached out to a couple of people who have offered help before. Still waiting for responses. So it looks like... Find somebody who'd be willing to take you in. Me, Shay, and baby girl, yeah. Luckily, we don't have a whole lot of stuff right now. What area are you looking at? Somewhere around Iowa City or the Quad Cities. Alright, let's consolidate this and get it done. I've got a couple of things to do, a couple other deities to talk to. I just can't lose hope now. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. Your Infernal Majesty, you seem to still be hanging around. I want to help, and I know I can. And personally, I figured it must be something like that. Zach tried kicking you out. Dahlia tried kicking you out. You're awfully persistent. And now you have 7 days to find a new home. With limited time and resources. Nearly a year ago, I asked you for help with something. I said that you were my favorite delusion once upon a time. That still is the case, unfortunately. I think you did help, but it backfired. How do you figure? I said I wanted to return to a time when I believed I could. But I also said something about pizza, booze, and existential crisis, so maybe it didn't backfire. It just didn't work the way that I hoped it would. I think that's more accurate to what happened. And for that, I am truly sorry. I want to fix this. Can you undo it? Yes, but I'll need help. 'Cause I needed help to do it. I was worried you were going to say that. There are so many things that I want to say. So many things I wish I had the time to make up for. I was played. Frankly, Your Infernal Majesty, I feel that we all were. I understand exactly why. Your headmates and your partner don't trust me. And frankly, even if I were to try to explain myself, it'd sound like shit. It's hard to trust a lot of things. It's hard to trust that I'm actually sitting here talking to a fucking demon. And even if you are, it's hard to trust that this is even going to work. But at this point, I have to at least rule out the curse angle and try to get that removed. You and I both know that if this fails, it's lights out for me. I'm not doing it. I'm not living this life under these conditions. I also know that you helped lead me to Shay. So if this does fail, then your effort would have been for nothing. This is effectively my final stand. So if I have to humble myself and accept a fate that I didn't want, just to make sure I still have a fate, then I'll do it. Queen Nama, Your Infernal Majesty, please help. Get up. There's no need for kneeling. You are not beneath me, and I will help. But you need to get up. Color me surprised. It's unbecoming, Ethan. But come, let's go talk to my husband. Why am I not surprised? Here we go. Over there, Ethan. Do Samael. 7 days to find a new place to live. We've got no money. Currently, this is my job. If we fail, you don't need to finish that sentence. I'm sorry. For what exactly? Fighting you, pushing you away, running away, doing my damnedest to keep you out. But when I look back at everything, some of the best things in my life were thanks to you. Thanks to you, Shay wound up in my life. Thanks to you, we wound up with a home for our cats. Thanks to you, baby girl was kept safe. Hell, you tried turning me away from the deity series before I started it. If I would have just listened. 7 days. To find somebody to take you, Shay, and baby girl in. Preferably somewhere near Iowa City or the Quad Cities. Nama said that she needed your help to undo a curse. Well, I'm calling it a curse. Pizza, booze, and existential crisis. Lifted. I quit. I submit. I wish I were making this up. I wish this weren't my life. I wish I could just find a home to lay my head. But the way it looks, I'm literally about to be homeless. What would it take for you to save me and my family? May I? Yeah, go ahead. I know you mean that literally. You said you'd never go homeless again. And I know what you meant by that. It's not supposed to be guilt-trippy or pressure-y. It's the stakes of the situation. Do you know why I don't mind when you lash out at me? 'Cause you know I'll be right back here? No, actually. It's because I know you need to find your own way. I can't hold your hand through everything. While at the same time, I'm the boogie creature of your childhood. But when you need help, you will ask. And when you have nowhere else to go, you know I'll be here. And I will help, because I always do. 'Cause I'm not gonna let your children go without you. That baby girl needs you. Your son needs you. And Shay needs you. And unfortunately to you, punching out permanently is never gonna be entirely off the table. I built it as a failsafe, because all other options are preferable. But in order for that to be true, it needs to be an option. Very morbid, but very clever. Now, here's what I need you to do. Buy me a drink. Set up space, do the ritual. Ask me formally and properly. Then you and I are gonna hang out and get caught up. That way no stone is left unturned. And it might be good if Hermes joined. Wait, Hermes really? He cares about you deeply, and we'll need his help. And he's gotten you to believe that you can move mountains. Now, there's no time to waste. Let's get to it. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. Well, I did my best, and so did you. Also, why are you still here? Hermes! Ethan! Eevee Beefy Lemon Queefy. Am I understanding correctly that you guided me to Naman Samael? Why is that so surprising? He is the god of thieves after all. This is still my video. By all means. Thank you for the drink, Ethan. Which means the deal is done. Yes, Queen Nama. Samael and I have a new deal. One of which the details will not be shared publicly. Some things are better kept secret. Which brings me back to you, Lord Hermes. Look, I told you, off-screen, that I would steal your future from the bad guys if I had to. Now here I am, doing my patronly duty. There's just some unexpected shit that came with it. You stole me from your dad and your pantheon. As much as I love my dad, he dropped the ball. Every time it's in his court. There's too much litigation and paperwork and other bullshit going on. Things that will only slow the process, of which we have no time for. 7 days to find a new place. Yes'm. 7 days to restore hope. 7 days to pave your path back to good. 7 days to prove that I am the goodest of boys, and that some demons are worth their weight in salt. Some demons? My dude, you've been knowing this as a part of your UPG for years. When the gods can't get it done, demons can. I would like to argue, all demons are worth their weight in salt, but it's all situational and circumstantial. Thank you for the correction, Nahama. Which means what in this situation? In this situation, no Belial. As much as I love her, no Lilith. Which also means no Paimon and no Asmodeus. And then you. Me. Oh god, Dahlia. Eve, I got this. Nama, I'm sorry. I made a video kicking you out, but it felt wrong and I took it down. And now that you're actually here, I think I was wrong, so I'm sorry. Well, thank you, Dahlia. I forgive you. But honestly, I had nothing to do with that. It wasn't me. Wait, really? Yeah, what she said. Ah, here we go. Funny thing this gets brought up. Oh, shit. I've got to deal with somebody else. In courtesy of those strings, somebody's been literally paying off your debts. Okay, but who? I don't like where this is going. You won't. Somebody you don't like. And you're gonna hate the revelation. 'Cause of course we are. And trust me, he has no power in the situation. He's only helped at my behest. 'Cause he owes me, and he owes you. Sam, come on. Thank you, Nama, but I don't think I need to guess. Yeah, me either, frankly. Dahlia, Ethan. But of course. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. King Hades. Is that mini Jack bottle for me? Don't ask questions you don't want the answer to. What? Yes, it's yours. Would you like a Coca-Cola to go with it? Yes, that would be nice. King Hades! Yes, me. Do you know why you're here? Because Samael suggested it. As well as Lord Hermes. Uh-huh. Look, man, here's the thing. I don't know what to say to you. Nor do I. But you're here in spite of that. And given all of the things that have come before this on your page, I'm sure this is surprising to many of your followers. King Hades! What? Hi. I don't fail to find the humor. Because you're also chronically self-aware. That wasn't for you! What the fuck then? This was for you. My. You testy little king. What the fuck are you doing? I have no idea. Thank you for the Jack Daniels. King Hades! Oh my god! Which one? Alright, let's get serious, Shay. We got 6 days left to find a place to live. Yes, as I'm aware. The reason is, we magically aren't on the lease, and if we dip by next Monday, Teresa, the person that took us in, still has a place to stay. If I'm understanding correctly, that is correct. $2.50 to purchase a small liquid libation for you isn't enough to make amends. Nor is it enough for me to make amends with you. Ah, that's very telling. I'm sorry, what? Parparpazan. Was that Simlish? Beside the point. Now please, listen. Okay. Off screen, you tried warning me against your wife multiple times. Yes, I did. But that doesn't mean you're innocent. No, I'm not. Therefore, you're here because people other than myself think you can help. I think that I can. This video then is a test video. If this video goes nowhere, that tells me things. If this video takes off, that tells me things. You're incredibly clever. I would love nothing more than to get along with you, but you need to put your money where your mouth is. In other words, show me what you got. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. How, Samael? Nina, what a pleasant surprise. How do you always manage to save us? Well, it's because I'm the real deal. Cute. But after reaching out to you, a backup plan falls in our laps. Suddenly. You're no good to anybody in disarray. You're no good to yourselves. You're no good to your audience. And your kids deserve better. I agree with you. And this plan isn't exactly ideal. A temporary stay with our ex doesn't seem like a good idea. We're gonna be packed like sardines. If we had another option, we'd take it, but frankly, I don't think we have the time to find one. But in the very least, there's better job opportunities out that way. We should at least be able to find work. And we'd want to raise the money as soon as possible to find our own place. But if we pull this off, we could have a home and be closer to our son. This is a baby step in the right direction, but it is one with the best possible future. A future that we can actually see. Everything that you've been through is bullshit. And even if somebody were to make an argument that you deserved it at one point, that karma's burnt up at this point, it's just torture. And if I have it my way, this will be the end of that torture. I really hope you're right. Because even now I'm scared, I'm shaking, I'm terrified. But I'm here right now. Zach is exhausted from last week. Ethan is still wiped. I'm surprised she's been able to move as much as she has been. But watching the two of them handle these situations recently, it made me feel like maybe I could also do something. Maybe I could actually make a difference. And if there's something I can do, I want to. Did you have something in mind, Nina? Not a freaking clue. But I want this shit to end. I need it to end. We are a system, and we don't know what happens to people like us when we pass on. You were right about Ethan's desperation. Not just Ethan's. We're all pretty fucking desperate. Then I suppose I should continue helping. And waste no time while I'm at it. You need money for a U-Haul. Let's see what we can do. We need to find a job as well. Well, you're in luck. Your patron is the god of trade, commerce, jobs, aid in mortal necessity. You will find a job. Especially if you ask Hermes for help. Thank you, Samael. We can't afford for this to fail. And I won't let it. Nor will I. And for that, you have my word. If you really are the real deal, that means a lot. I appreciate it. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. Who goes there? Raven? Hello, Clarice. Parpar Ah, Mino Klingon Mach. Klatu Barata Nikto. Chupa Banuba Nipol Pinchi. Aha! Charades. Okay, got it. Relax under pressures. Ah, the spooky factor's up to an 11. Harumph. Your mother was a hamster. And your father smelled of elderberries. Huh. Shaboopy. Bob Dole. Twice. With a pickle. These are not the drugs you're looking for. You want to go home and rethink your life. But I am home. Okay, Lord Hermes, you passed the vibe check. So, what's up, Raven? I've not had the pleasure to speak with you on screen yet. For the record, this was a gift. We don't spend our own money on them. Excellent and an astute disclaimer. I like how you channel your best Jim Carrey when you talk through us. Why, spank you very much. Are you gonna help us find a job? Brass tacks, I like it. And are you gonna help us raise the money for a U-Haul van this weekend? We got 6 days. By the time most people are watching this, we've got 5 days to get out of Dodge That way Teresa still has a place to stay. How much you gonna need for the van? I'm not sure, I haven't done the math. $20 a day, 79 cents a mile. They're gonna want us to buy the insurance. 150 to 200. All right, we got someone to work with. If you like the content, please consider the thingy comment is in the bio. That was so fast my mouth almost couldn't keep up. Thanks. Gotta go fast. Fast as fuck, boy! Well, I'm somewhat of a meme lord myself. Honest question. Do you communicate better through pop culture references and memes? Mm-hmm. Biggest reason I don't make more content is because, well, my words don't work good. Ah, the good autism riz. Got it. Mm-hmm. Poison like this helps. It's a bad medicine, but it's effective. Luckily, you got the hookup. Only for less than a week at this point. I know it's not my place, but is baby okay? She's fine. She just found her voice recently. Ah yes, Squawkbot privileges are activated. A slurp. Why do I suddenly want a chili dog? That'd be me. You really are just a living meme, aren't you? I mean, but I do know how to communicate that way. Hermene Spas. Translator of all things. At your service. Please help. Job. U-Haul. Pretty please with sugar on top. It's the end of the night. There's a few things I think we can work on if we move fast. All right, you ready? Let's go. Okay. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. You. Me. King Hades, what the hell are you doing here? After everything we've been through, you've got no business. What the hell? I'm sorry, Nina. Queen Nama, you should be. King Hades isn't here to help you. I'm sorry, what? Samael and Hades have an agreement. Oh, for fuck's sake. Whatever you're feeling, it's valid. Queen Nama, Nina, do you actually know what we're dealing with? You have to move again. For the 4th time in just over 6 months. Magical or not, do you know what that type of thing does to a person? Then here comes that dude traipsing on back in. I worked my ass off to kick him and his queen out. I know, Nina, which is why you have every right to feel what you're feeling. But if you focus on him now, you're wasting time. You're gonna keep him at bay? If I must, yes. Let's get caught up. So it's not even necessarily that we're being evicted. It's that as of yesterday, we have 7 days to remedy the problem of unauthorized peoples being here, which is this unit, Shay's unit, and baby, before it does actually move to court. So if you relocate within that time, your friend still has a place to stay. Exactly. And this landlord has gotten $1,700 out of us. $655 to make up for the bounce rent check, and then another $1,050 to pay the rent on time against their previously stated agreement, as well as other charges, including but not limited to the bounced rent check. $1,700 we could have had to move if we weren't being truthful about this entire fucking thing. So you fought diligently and raised all this money for seemingly nothing. So we milked our supporters for what? Like, for real. You can't write this kind of tragedy. Trying to keep our place in May just to have to move. Trying to keep our place in August just to move. Baby goes born unexpectedly. We lose that place while we're away, and then we land here, just to be chased out once again. To crash with my ex till we find a job. Cause it looks like TikTok's going away in the US, and we've done nothing wrong. It's just been one bullshit situation after another. Then to turn around and find one of your divine abusers in your space once again is bullshit. Thank you. But we need help once again. But how much help can we ask for before our people get sick of us? About another $200 for a U-Haul van? As spiteful and petty as it might sound, I'm just grateful that you're not Persephone. Be spiteful. Be petty. You've definitely earned it. Because at least she's still not here fucking things up. Now let's go do what we can to make this right. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. My hair is seriously fucked up. Ethan, I've removed Hades from this situation. Oh good, I'm glad. Nama and I spoke. Uh-huh. And, well, Sam, we need to take Hades off this case. Oh? Thank you, but I think I'm good without a flashback. Really? Samael, do you know me? Feels a bit like a loaded question. Did you know that as well as horror, I'm a fan of comedy? Parody, actually, improv. The goofy, irreverent shit. Go on. Oh, Dahlia was there, she filled me in. Yeah, I was, and I did that. Oh, that's why you don't need a flashback, alright. You want to really know the secret to magic? Well, one of many? I know many as well. But please go on. It's accessing a state of play. Magic is fairy tale stuff. But in order to make magic work, you kind of have to get beside yourself. How are you supposed to take yourself seriously? Getting dressed up in robes and burning incense and waving wands around and such. So far, so good. Role-playing, improv, comedy. I feel these things are essential to magic. Because if you take yourself too seriously, how are you supposed to be able to get beside yourself in order to make magic work? I mean, come on. Look at the videos I make here. I sit here with different eye filter, hoping they suspend their disbelief just long enough to buy the story I'm telling. But this silly little voice right here, I don't need you right here in order to do it. And if I use my own voice with these peepers, well, the two things must go together. Do you know how silly this is? Do you know how silly this looks? I can only imagine. For myself specifically, this is just another Tuesday. This is goober shit. It's magical weeb shit. But instead of cosplaying an OC or a Naruto character, I'm playing the part of deities. And when I'm playing the part, it allows you in. So a state of play is necessary for magic. Samael, I'm not a witch. I am a magician. Witchcraft just so happens to be magic. And I play the part of a witch for social media. Because I'm just a big brain magic nerd. But the truth of the matter is, I'm still about to take refuge with my ex-wife to prevent real homelessness. Are these magical consequences? Or is it just that life sucks? Yes. But if I think about it from a magical point of view, I can come up with magical solutions. But mundane before magic. One foot in front of the other. And this is all certifiably bonkers. What is my life? I think finally perhaps something broke in this noggin. Because, in spite of how dire this is, in spite of this being a big L, the silver lining is I'm 2 steps closer to my goal. Be closer to my son and spend more time with him. This isn't a silver slug, it's a silver lining. Well, I'm glad you see that, but I still need your help. Please, Daddy Lucy. Oh dear God. Help me make this work. Is she okay? No, far from it. But well, let's work with what we got. She does have a point, and it's working for her. I still feel like I'm missing something. Don't think too hard on it, devil dude. Just let Eve lead the way. Dahlia, get back here and let me love you. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. I packed. Ethan? Queen Nama, you're just in time. How is her infernal majesty doing this fine evening? Still rolling with the goofy thing? Still rolling with the serious content is far too serious. Fair enough. You finished my drink. I need a new one. Mango Mussolini wants to take Canada and Mexico. Greenland said, try it, bitch. And now here I am, getting ready to move back in with my ex-wife. Somebody really should have kept Harambe alive. Or kept the ferret out of the Large Hadron Collider. Ooh, that's a deep cut. Snaps for Nama. I try to keep up to date on conspiracy theories. It's hysterical seeing what's being said about me and mine. People acting like Ball is a name and not a title. Don't get me started. Now here's something that interests me about you. You and I have known each other personally for about 2 years. In that time, you've been pushed out, kicked out, the absolute worst being believed about me. And unlike many other deities, you're still here, Queen Nama. Normally this kind of persistence drives me banana sandwich. Before you ask what's my excuse, what's yours? Touché. You came into my life when I needed a fresh face. Somebody disconnected from all the bullshit that came before. And you seemed uniquely dedicated to my development. Any matron or patron that came before focused on my whole system, not just me. My laser focus on you wasn't off-putting. I mean, it was, and it has been. Which makes me wonder what gives. It was in a video talking about you that got me to start talking to Shay. Now look at where we are. Shay's the love of my life. You deserve better than what's been presented before. I don't mean headmates. I mean deities and significant others, as well as life circumstances in general. No offense, but your life is kind of shit. No offense taken, it's just an observation. And I had always hoped that I could provide you with that. A better matron, a better demon, a better partner, better life circumstances. Makes sense why I've been led to believe the worst of you. If I'm on the outs, I can't help. And in spite of all of those things, you fascinate me. The entire time I've known you, Hades, Samael, Hecate, on-screen or off-screen, have said that I fascinate you somehow. Am I not allowed? Oh, you're allowed. It just makes it seem as if I'm special. And some people don't like hearing that. Sounds like a them problem. And that's how I know it's actually you I'm talking to. Do we break 3 minutes or what? Sure, fuck it. Yes. Time passed. And I'm wondering if there's even a point in making more video. Past 3 minutes, these videos don't take off. I'm doing it for my own entertainment. Is that not enough? I don't need a video to be entertained. Yes? Keep going. You know what was being made the night of the fire? Chicken gizzards. I associate that with you. Which is how I knew it wasn't you. And to hell with what the fanfic frick faces say, you've always been a watery energy to me. Now I feel we're getting somewhere. I remember walking into the World Food Market, finding chicken gizzards and going, hell yeah! Because I knew how to cook that shit. $1 a pound, you can't beat that. I was broke as shit because I was paying my own rent, but I was paying my own rent. Chicken gizzards, noodles, and last podcast on the left. Listening to Poor Man's Poison, watching Super Eye Patch Wolf. Gosh, that is a gorgeous man. But I'm listening to different music. I still love Motionless in White and others, but it was a new energy, a new vibe, a new feel. And although it wasn't great, it wasn't ideal, it was better than everything I've had since. I miss it so bad. Is that why you're trying like hell to get back? Is that why you're trying like hell to help me? I don't know if we'll get you back in the same apartment, but this time next week you'll be 100 miles closer. And that's why you're still here. You never gave up on me. Or your system. Or Shay. Laughter is not what I expected right now. My, those eyes like fire, I'm a winged insect. You're a funeral pyre. And that means you already know what to do next. So we shouldn't be wasting time now, shall we? Let's get to work. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. Wow, this room's gonna be naked without my stuff in it. Sup, scrub? How's the moving going? Most of our stuff's packed. U-Haul's been reserved. We pack tomorrow, load Saturday, take off on Sunday. $236 due at pickup? Good God. Luckily, tomorrow is Friday, my dude. Speaking of, check out the bio, there's a new link. One of those types of links that leads to where all the links can be located, including socials as well as the thingies that comprise the thingy. Pazan, my dudes. Which turns my attention back to you, Lord Hermes. Is it accurate to suggest that you did in fact turn me back toward Nama and Samael? You know, you can call him Lucifer. I know. I want to be specific. There are many, after all. Many deities thrown in the Lucifer pot. I want the audience to know exactly who I'm talking about. Fair enough. Yeah, that was me, I did that. Not complaining. Not offended. Interesting choice. Can you explain? Okay, yeah, I can do that. How long have we known each other personally? Since about August of 24, so this last one. Ever since then, I have watched you flounder around and bounce around from one deity to the other. Historically speaking, you bounced around amongst different pantheons, including the Nordic and the Kemetic. And as a god of thieves, swindlers, and scoundrels, I know who on my side of the fence fits those descriptors. Now, I ain't naming names if for nothing else than to save my own ass. And amongst the ones you've been fucking with have been fucking with you. And not in a good way. And I have believed that Nama and Samael are amongst them. I mean, yeah, in a way, hang on. Think of it this way. You're seeing things from a linear point of view. Even though I'm not saying I transcend time or anything like that, I do have more of a top-down view than you do. I am also able to have an outside perspective. I'm able to see things in hindsight. as somebody who wasn't directly involved in the bullshit. Okay, there was that brief little while pretend to be Loki's in the deity series, but that's beside the point. Let's put it this way. Amongst the divine, courtesy of the things you've pulled off, the messes you've gotten into, you are either coveted or reviled, and your influence here ices that cake. And from my point of view, granted I could be proven wrong later, Nama and Samael are two on the very short list of deities that actually truly give a fuck about you and yours. Really. I mean, they got their own weird fucked up way of showing it, but yes. So you yourself collected another team of thieves, swindlers, and scoundrels, who, like you, also do care about me and mine. That way we can actually get you back to good. And I know my limitations. I know what I can't do, and I know what they can. You know, I have this theory that there's some interesting cult history that weaves you lot together. But that's a theory for another time. Oh, the cliffhangers! The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. Hey, what up, my dude? We did everything correctly. We met every single demand. We pulled off miracles to get it done. And yet here we still are, being chased out of another place. But you know what? If there's one thing I can take from Star Trek, it's a quote from Picard. Sometimes you do everything right, and yet you still fail. That's just life. But quite frankly, I'm at a point where I'm tired of that being my life. And as it seems, I've only got a few days left with this app. An app that isn't only my job, but holds the community that I've built here over the last 3 or so years. The people that made me feel like I can. The people that made it feel worth coming back to this app for. I'm about to be disconnected from. And what's worse is after everything, I still have to be here and beg for money. After raising $1,700 to try and stay here in vain. After raising the money for a U-Haul. After being able to stock up on baby formula and diapers. I still have to sit here and be a beggar. Because now I've got $8 to my name. I know I'm going to have to pay more once I drop off the U-Haul. Because there's going to be more miles driven than were accounted for. And at the end of this month, I still have a $108 storage unit bill that I can't guarantee I'm going to find a real job in time. It isn't all bad. There's silver linings, and I'm grateful for all of them. I'm grateful for all of you. But I'm really wondering what's the point in doing things the right way, the moral way, the noble way, when this is still where it gets me. Play by the rules and get turned into a fool. Well, luckily for you, you asked me to be a patron. The god of thieves, bandits, and mortal needs. And that's the thing, Lord Hermes. I feel like you're the only god left that I can trust without fear. Without anxiety, some kind of doubt, some kind of trauma response. The reason I asked you to be my patron is because you haven't let me down yet. But I do need you to be here, and not let Nama or Samael or anybody else take charge. I asked you. And I know Samael helped hook us up with a place to stay. Who did? Because rest assured, he had nothing to do with that. He told me that. Well, looks like somebody's off the team. I'm sorry? I don't get mad often, but I do not take kindly for people taking credit for things that are rightly attributed to me. I made a mistake trusting him. I'm not doing that on your behalf again. That easy. Don't try to con a con artist. And now I see I got work to do. You asked me to be your patron. And I'm disappointed in myself, because I should be taking the honor as a privilege. You need help with a little bit more fundraising. Please consider the thing you copied and pasted in the bio. There's a link right below it as well. I'm gonna do what I do best. And go fast as fuck, boy! Thanks to whoever just dropped $30. Wow.
Even says
The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. Alrighty, Eefy Peefy, bottoms up. Hermes, is that your offering that's been sitting out all day? Yeah, that's what that is. I mean, okay, but why? It was left out for me, so it's got my funk rubbed all over it. Now I am inside of you. Lord Hermes. You know exactly what that means. Do you want to be inside me? Oh, good God, not like that. But I'm in your head, you channel me. You make these awesome videos with me. Everybody's weird, that's your face. Wearing rose-colored glasses. Drinking rose-colored swish. Was that an attempt at a Trailer Park Boys reference? Rest in peace, Jim Leahy. And now that I'm successfully all the way inside you, is it because you like seeing this expression on my face? I had the hardest time trying to get money manifested for you today. I've noticed, but thank you for your effort. No, I need to succeed. Are you deliberately trying to bob like a Muppet? If we don't succeed, you won't be able to afford the U-Haul charge at drop-off. Oh my God. What's that? I just realized I got more time than I thought. On the paperwork, it said that I don't have to have it dropped off until 10 a.m. Monday. Yes, Lord Hermes? That means we got more time. But still, I want to try tonight. So me being inside you... Oh, good Lord. That's me. Me being inside of you is very much on purpose. Hey, I finally got a laugh out of you. But anyhow, it's on purpose. Because if I can't direct it to you, I want to try to bring it to you. True. And that's the timestamp you want me to place the thingy in the bio? Link emoji, tree emoji. In the bio. Good, I'm glad we got that settled. Good, I'm glad my presence in your body is taking effect. As much as I enjoy the banter and the attempt to help Lord Hermes, we weren't able to get everything loaded into the U-Haul before nightfall, which means I need to bring everything out and get it ready to load in the morning. Because we're taking off here sometime around noon. And even if I do have more time than I thought, I still am not going to have a whole lot of time to make content. Because once I get to the storage unit, I'm going to have to pull everything out and put everything back in a new Tetris fashion. And that probably means you're doing that all by your onesies, ain't ya? I've got headmates, but the body still takes its toll. We're gonna get through this. I don't want to let you down. And you haven't yet, Lord Hermes. But I do still have things left to do tonight. And I need to get some rest tonight. Say no more, I got you, my dude. But your body needs food. Uh-huh. You don't have money for food either. No, I don't. But I'd rather act like it's not a thing. I already leech from my supporters. I don't need people feeling sorry for me for more reasons than they already do. You really think you're some kind of lecherous monster? Is that not what I am? Now please drop it. I really wish this was made up. Hermes, I love you. But there are some things I don't want to talk about on screen. Please consider the thingy. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. Now wait just a minute. It's 2025. I don't live here anymore.
Several hours later.
There we go. This is where I live now. 2 years and 4 houses later. Welcome back, Ethan. What up, your infernal majesty, Nama? What are you looking at? I'm gauging whether or not I want to take a walk all the way down that way to get to the corner store to buy some chips or something. It's 7 degrees tonight. Your infernal majesty, that has never stopped me before. How could I forget the winter walks in this weather? And this time of year is always the coldest in these parts. But for now, I'm still contemplating on what exactly. How many of those cherry Pepsis I can wiggle out of my girlfriend, and how much patience my ex has before she tells me no to asking for a ride. So the walk is your failsafe. You know me, Queen Nama. Do I? Never. You're anxious. This is the first daily interaction video that I've made here. I've been job hunting. This app might be gone in the US in just a few days. I need to make money, but I feel like a lecherous little worm at this point pointing to the thingy. Has anybody ever told you you have the opposite of a god complex? Yes, it's called childhood trauma. Now listen. Okay. I'm wondering how many people saw the video that I made with Akati the other day before I took it down, retconning it faster than Sarah Huckabee Sanders trying to retcon President Trump's Twitter tirades during his first term. What a niche reference. And ultimately, it's not necessarily because I have a soft spot for you, although I do. It's because I need to reevaluate Hecate in my life. As much as I want to like her, and the nostalgia has all the fun, warm fuzzies in my heartstrings. I still gotta listen to my gut. And my gut has strongly been telling me, leave Hecate in the past. And I don't want to drag that out when there's only a few more of these videos I have left here. Still need to make money because you still don't have an alternative job yet. And with as many lines you've cast, nobody's taken a nibble. Naturally, keep job hunting. Now this is a suggestion, you don't have to do it. Thank you, I actually appreciate that. Keep job hunting. Put into the thingy, copied and pasted in the bio because you have to still get by and survive. While at the same time dig your heels into what you've already got. Monetize your already existing platform in ways that you can. And even if it doesn't cover everything, it's better than nothing. You know what? I think I can do that. And if I can get some of those things set up before lights out. Wait, did I actually give you a good idea? I'm contemplating no commitment. But if I don't have this, I've got time for other things. Let's see what's up. The following is a recreation of a conversation previously held. Well, the ship is sinking, and as promised, I'm going down with it. How you holding up, dude? Well, I've got about $4 to my name, which is only distressing because when this app goes down, so does my job. And I've been pointing to the thingy all day, but it's Wednesday. It's called Hump Day for a reason. Let me see what I can do. Normally I would protest. Right now, what's the matter? Do you have any short-term goals for after this? Honestly, If I had it my way, I would find a way to monetize my other socials, but that would take time. Because the only thing that I can think of is one of those members-exclusive subscription sites, not the spicy kind. And I don't have any content that would provide that kind of incentive. Are you going to back up any of your content from here? I mean, I would like to. If nothing else, back up the rest of these deity interaction videos, continuing from where I left off. And with that, maybe I can help justify to myself that I don't need to do a 2024 in review video, and we can just pick up and move on. Ah, being hung up in that probably is staunching your creative juices. I don't feel like reliving recent events, much less the rest of 2024. Hermes? Yeah, that's me. You all right over there? You were drawing a blanket, it seemed. Oh yeah, I do that from time to time. Sometimes I'm right here, and over there, and over there. And I'm only really focusing on one or some of the locations, not all. Honestly felt, in my own weird human way, you've gone hungry again. Like I said, $4 to my name. Because after returning the U-Haul, I did my best to try and make sure that baby was stocked up. I don't know when my next paycheck is after this. If you like these videos, please consider. Thanks, now it seems like I'm trying to manipulate my audience. Feed me, my fellow TikTokers, you're my only hope. You really are hard on yourself. You know, if you didn't do that, you might be able to make more money. Well, at least when you use magic. Look, I understand that I'm getting in my own way. But it doesn't feel good to me if people support because I'm playing at heartstrings. Today is Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday. This is your job. You're an entertainer. Entertain. If you're willing and able, toss a coin to my homie over here. Honestly, I wouldn't mind a stiff drink and a greasy cheeseburger. But I also need to save. I got a storage unit bill due at the beginning of next month. 108. And if you can't swing that, you lose your spot. If you're willing and able, please consider. Honestly, no protest. If you can help, I'd be greatly appreciative. You're not going to the Red Book place either? It still feels weird to me. I'm not the target demographic. The app was not made for me. I would feel weird. Fair enough. If you check the link up there, in the bio, you'll find all the other places to find this person. Thanks, Hermes, you're a pal. Well, I guess this is goodbye. These deity interaction videos definitely were quite the experience. When I started doing them, I didn't think I'd be doing them forever. But over time, they became my pride and joy. I got to recreate my spiritual experiences. And as the host of a DID system, it was really cool seeing my headmates get to participate. They got to be a part of something. Something that touched the lives of many practitioners. In many ways, I have to thank the Deity series. The 2-month-long non-stop Deity interaction saga that ended in my cancellation all the way back in the late summer, early fall of 2022. But for those that had been there since the beginning, I'm not sure why it was such a surprise, because in June or July of 21, just a little over a month since I started uploading here, I did the Archangel Michael series. Me channeling Archangel Michael, and effectively was just my hate boner for New Age spirituality on display. Shortly after I took that down, I was doing skits with Lord Satek. Though I think those were more digestible, because they were just skits. Usually the camera pointed to his candle for his lines. But over time I would do more interaction videos, this time with the filters to represent the different deities. But those weren't all the time. Those were something that happened every now and then. And if you would have told me at any point that I'd be doing these until the bitter end of TikTok, I probably would have rejected the notion outright and swiftly. As the creator of these videos, I will never understand outright what made them so special to others. However, from the feedback that I've received, it might have something to do with the videos being validating. Because this series never really fit the mold of what others expected when it comes to deity work. So oftentimes they made people feel validated. What made it special for me is that I got to talk about my life. And although it was through the lens of spiritual experience, I got to share parts of my life that otherwise would not have been able to be expressed. And over time it became something bigger than I could have ever imagined. But I think one of the most important things for me is that it broke the facade that the gods are perfect. Sometimes they are downright devious. And even when they're not, sometimes they still make mistakes. I think another thing I always wanted to get across with these videos is that living a life like this isn't all it's cracked up to be. Oftentimes it sucks. A lot. And it's very easy to get in over your head. We find ourselves in situations that are difficult to get out of. Consequences that can linger on for years down the line. And sometimes we didn't earn it. We didn't deserve it. Magic and psychic abilities are oftentimes romanticized in an incredibly disproportionate way. Magic oftentimes has unintended consequences. That's almost a given in any magical path. And when the divine are involved, it can get very messy very quickly. Also, it's important to note that no matter what you do, you're gonna look fucking bonkers talking about it. But at the end of the day, this was a journey worth taking. Rather, I should say, a journey worth sharing. Because I was already on this path before I started uploading here. I was going to be living it one way or another. And by sharing it with you, my audience, I myself felt not so alone. And boy, you have no idea how many times I wanted to quit this. Hell, I even did. Several times. But for whatever reason, I found myself coming back. And honestly, I'm quite sad that we are forced to let this go. Because I don't think this kind of content is going to translate anywhere else. Maybe in some fashion or another, certainly. But it still won't be quite the same. There are so many things I wish I could say. But unfortunately at this point I don't have the time. But if there is one last wisdom I can impart, it is that if you are committing to a path, it is worth fighting for to make it your own. To not let the naysayers and the tastemakers influence you too much. Because your experience is your own. And eventually your magic will become your own. And try to be cautious about who you're letting into your space, because you never know who's going to be walking with you out that door when the day is done. Now, if you'll excuse me, it's time for the next adventure. You ready, Evie Peepee? Not quite, Lord Hermes. Hold up, I'm here. Dahlia, co-host, System Sin of Pride, right here. Zach, protector, System Sin of Greed. Nina, caretaker, System Sin of Gluttony. Hi, Raven, gatekeeper, System Sin of Envy. Emma, sexual protector, System Sin of Lust. Max, looking for her hat. Gatekeeper, System Sin of Sloth. Marcus, System Handyman. I guess I'm part-time Sin of Sloth. This is awesome. Ethan, host, System Sin of Wrath. Well now, looks like everybody's here. Hang on, where's Nama? Oh, right here. Never far behind. All right, Lord Hermes, lead the way. All right. And now here, go.